Hey guys, it's Force. I just want to let you know that I'm trying something new apart from gaming. So definitely let me know in the comments your opinions about it. As always, thank you for watching and I hope you enjoy. Peace. About 7 years ago, my family consisted of me, my dad, my mom, and my sister and my little brother. At this time, I was around 11 years old, with my sister being 2 years younger when she was 9. My sister and I did the dumbest thing, like rolling in a giant box or seeing who can withstand the longest standing on each other's stomachs. I literally thought this would make me stronger. I would say, hey, go stand on my stomach so I can get abs. I used to think a bunch of things used to make me stronger. I used to think punching walls and hanging on poles upside down would make me stronger. There's a whole list of things, but that's a time for a different story. Because one day, me and my sister were playing a little game of tag in the house. Now, let me say, when my sister plays tag, she plays dirty. She'd be throwing stuff, knocking stuff down behind her when I was chasing, and closing the door right in my face. Like, one time she stubbed my toe really hard because the door just hit it like around the spot. So, anyways, we zip in and zoom in everywhere like the Flash, and our epic chase race ends up right in my parents' bedroom. She cornered me in the room and got me. I was like, fine, whatever, I'll go get her back. Me being the smart one, I was thinking I can trap my sister in the hallway. If she can't enter the room, then I can just trap her in the hallway, right? So I locked my parents' door from the inside and I run out into the hallway. A few minutes of me chasing her, she's trying to get into the room to escape, but my diabolical plan had locked her outside into the hallway. I go up to her and I tag her. Our game of tag ended there, but there was still a problem. It was the door. It was still locked. I was freaking out because my dad was the only one at home and I didn't want to be in trouble. So me and my sister, we tried doing everything. We tried doing the credit card. We tried pushing the door really hard, even though that wouldn't make a difference. So being a normal kid, I just didn't tell my dad about it. And after a while, of course, he had to go like change or whatever, and he finds out. And he's not mad, which is the crazy part. He doesn't get crazy mad about it. And he tries opening the door himself. He was like, oh shoot, I better figure this out before mom gets home. So he tries the credit card thing also, except he's a little bit smarter because he's an adult, and he's like, let me see if there's a key. There's no keyhole on the handle. The construction company, or the people who designed this house, they also put the screws of the handle on the other side, on the inside, where the lock is. Who the hell does that? Anyways, half an hour later, we still thinking about it because we have to get inside the room, like, otherwise you locked outside the room with all your clothes and stuff. So, after a good while, I proposed this crazy idea, and I tell him about the skylight that they have in this room. He was like, you know what? That ain't a bad idea. And so we go up on the roof, we check out the skylight, and he says he can like lift up the skylight and stuff. And so we lift it up, but we realized like it's a deep fall. Like it's like that pit where Gandalf fall. Like we ain't going in there without safety. So we go back down to the floor and we look in the garage. We're looking everywhere. We find out we don't got any rope. I don't know why we wouldn't have rope, but we did find an extension cable. So we go back up on the roof. So we continue with the plan. He ties the extension cable between my belt loops and he begins lowering me. Now, this reminds me straight off the bat of Mission Impossible. Like I had the whole stance and everything, but at the same time, I was honestly so scared but hyped about this. I was scared because I was like, what happens if he drops me? Like I could break a bone or whatever. But being a kid, that doesn't really matter that much. But I was hyped because I get to go back to school and tell little Bobby and little Nick, like, hey, I came in through the skylight. Like that's gonna be pretty hype. Anyways, he started lowering me and I get so scared. I start putting my footprints on the walls. If you don't know what a skylight looks like, it's like a tunnel at first, and then it's the ceiling. So my footprints are on the walls going downwards the entire time. And to this day, like, the footprints are still there. Like, you just see a black streak, and you're probably wondering, like, what the hell happened here? He starts lowering me. It feels like a good, like, 10 minutes before I finally, like, get lower. But, you know, it's just the heat of the moment type thing. And my dad, he drops me 4 feet above the ground faster than I drop my check on food. However, it worked, and I wasn't hurt at all, and I opened the door. It was a huge win for all of us, and we promised, me, my dad, and my sister, we all agreed to not tell my mom about that ever. Alright, fast forward 3 weeks to the month of February, and it's my parents' anniversary today. My mom never found out about the locked door, and all of us are still pretending we don't know anything about it. And it all happens again. So my sister and I were playing tag again that day, and I kid you not, I was so in the moment. I had obtained this ultra instinct form. I had locked the door behind me again, and I knew, like, as soon as I closed that door, I was like I knew I messed up as soon as I locked that door. Now, I knew there was only one solution to this because we already done it, and I tried telling my dad about it, but my mom overhears, and all she hears was the door was locked. My mom starts freaking out, so she gets heated. She says, we got a dinner reservation, we have to get ready, like, we have to leave in like 45 minutes. She walks into the hallway, and I legit see steam coming out of her ears, or that's what I thought as a kid. Like, she was a man. She was gonna go Super Saiyan, and she pushes the door super hard. I feel like the whole house is shaking, and after like 5 minutes of pure, like, earthquake shaking in the house, she just straight up pulls her arm back, and she punches a clean hole through that door and then locks it from behind. And we all stand there like, what the hell just happened? Like, you didn't have to punch the door. However, little Bobby and little Nick still found out the story was pretty dope, so it was all worth it.
Look, my squad half man drill, half Mandela. My band about 70 strong, just like fella. Yeah, part Melly Mel, part Van Helen, and we represent Illidale, where they still rebel.